Everyone, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed our last video. Today we're going to be talking about something that's not often talked about, and it's what marketing is not. And there's a ridiculous number of videos out there talking about, run ads for marketing, this for marketing, you need this for marketing, marketing. But at the end of the day, what is your marketing strategy? Now, at the beginning of my funnel career, I had just left a job in business to business sales, where people are looking for solutions, and it was a hunting game, but to some degree there was a built-in need, and they were looking for better ways to do it as an automation, working with big companies like Boeing and municipalities and stuff like that, and it wasn't necessarily like go out there and convince people to buy stuff. It was more like, hey, go figure out what they need and show them a better way to do it. And to some degree, I feel like that's how all sales should be. But when you're trying to compete with a giant marketplace, it can be a little bit different. And so I just left that company, and I went into selling payroll services. And let me tell you what, payroll services is basically door-to-door sales in the B2B world. I might as well have been a stretch of houses. I was going up and down the streets and talking to restaurants, and what a change of speed it was for me. Hands off, or hats off to anybody that's done door-to-door sales. I tell you, that is a tough world, and until you've gotten 100 no's in a day or in a week, I mean, that's a whole nother world, and I think everybody should get an experience trying to sell door to door, because it's eye opening. But so I was doing this, and I was knocking on doors, I was cold calling like crazy, and I was like, man, there's got to be a better way. And then I started one of my main addictions now, YouTube, and I was like, let me jump on YouTube and find out how to drive traffic. And because I was like, traffic, I need traffic. And I didn't really understand traffic at the time. But I studied Facebook ads, Google pay-per-click, create a YouTube channel, all this stuff. And I was like, wow, man, there's so much I could do. But where should I start? And what am I really trying to accomplish? And as I just kept learning, just said knowledge is power, but it's not true. Knowledge is potential power, and I have a ridiculous amount of knowledge that I don't use, no purpose. But it's, if there's a trivia question, I'm always a good partner. But in moral of the story, that I ended up quitting that job. I never ran ads. I never understood. Okay, I'm going to run ads. What's the outcome? What do I do with the ad? Do I just have them like call me? You need payroll service? Call me. It's like, and I see that in the real estate world as well, where people are like, I don't need to run ads. I know maybe I should run ads because I got this or that or this, and it's like, but what's your marketing strategy? I'll tell you what marketing is not. Marketing is not ads. It's not YouTube channels. It's not, flyers. It's not billboards. Marketing is kind of a combination of all of those. It's kind of like I can define sales as a transfer of emotion. I want people to feel emotionally about what I'm selling the same way, feel emotionally the same way I do. If I can get that to them, then I know that they will buy. And you bring some kind of excitement in this. And in real estate, the product is you. You are selling yourself. If you're trying to get a listing, if you're trying to get a buyer, you need to have them trust you. You need to have them believe that you're going to be the best person to do that. And I've seen a lot of Facebook ads. I've taken a lot of Facebook ads courses, and there's not really a good ad set that will that will sell you, right? But Facebook ads, all these other ads are great for awareness. That is where the journey can begin, but that is not where the journey ends. And a great example is Zillow. A lot of people buy Zillow leads. My wife, once again, Emily, keep bringing her up. she is not a huge fan of online leads from third parties, organizations. And part of the reason is that all it is that it's a tire kicker. It's somebody that put their information into a field and hit enter, and Zillow or Realtor captures it and packages it up and sends it off, right? And then they're like, good luck. But now look at this from the person that entered the information. Maybe they're like, okay, I need to sell my house. Maybe they're searching on their Zillow because they're getting ready to sell their house, and they're like, okay, maybe I should paint or put a backsplash up, or maybe change out the faucets, put a new sink in. So they're scoping out other houses. Okay, what is my house worth? You think I can get top dollar? It looks like this other house has all this stuff. They're trying to figure it out too. Like maybe I'll just enter this, and then a real estate agent might call me, and then now we go to the real estate agent. They pick up the phone, they dial the number. Hey, I see you're interested in buying this house. No, not really. And then maybe they don't even answer the phone. Maybe they fall asleep. They go to bed. They wake up next morning like, man, I should not have put my information into Zillow. Like, I probably sold that to everybody. I get calls from agents. I still get emails from my very first real estate agent that I called when I should have bought a house and I didn't. I didn't know anything and I wasn't taught anything, but that's a whole nother story for another day. But it's marketing is a transfer of emotion, and you want people to feel as strongly about you as you feel about yourself. Obviously, you're not in the real estate market as like I'm not really good at this, but I want to make money. Everybody wants to make money, but if you help enough other people get what they want, you'll get what you want. Zig Ziglar, great guy. If you don't watch Zig, check him out on YouTube. I love YouTube. But now you might be asking, okay, so if it's not Facebook ads, definitely you could send people to your website and let them get lost and flush out. You can do a whole bunch of stuff, but how do you take them from awareness to, understanding you? And Zillow does this right. A lot of people do this right, and the answer is a funnel. And you're hearing me talk about funnels all the time on this channel because this channel is dedicated to funnels. I love funnels. Part of what I am trying to do with you is emotionally change how you feel about funnels. To you, a funnel could be anything. I don't know what your level of knowledge on funnels, but I want you to understand funnels like I understand funnels. So I got this over here. This is how funnels are typically represented, and on the left, it's what's called a squeeze page, and on the right, it's a thank you page. Very basic, doesn't have a lot of information on there. You could take this idea and build something, I guess, if you want, or send it to a friend. But what I'm trying to display here is when you drive awareness, whether it's through your Facebook ads, Facebook posts, YouTube channel, pay-per-click, if you have listings, anywhere where you can put up information, you want to capture the people that take a look. You don't know what they're trying to accomplish or their goals or anything like that, but what you do know is that they've shown interest. Now it's your job to sell or sell yourself to them to prove that you are the best agent. Now on the squeeze page, in funnels, we have this thing called funnel friction. You want to keep them simple, right? You want name, email address, submit. Now, why would anybody put their name onto a page? Yeah. Hey, put your name in here. We'll see what happens. No. Squeeze page is a landing page, lead magnet page. The way you push people to your squeeze page is you give them something called a lead magnet, something of value. You want to deliver value right out the gate. If you're looking for home buyers, you would give them one type of lead magnet. If you're looking for home sellers, another type of magnet. If you're looking for, you mainly specialize in investment properties, you're going to give out information related to the market as far as investment properties go. And if they value the information you're going to provide to them more than they value their email address, they will exchange their email address for that lead magnet. And It's super simple. They put their information in, they hit submit, or enter, or get your resource down. It takes them to the thank you page where you can have a video. We could do that little box there, or a picture of the lead magnet, where you can kind of sell them on that lead magnet a little bit more, and also show your level of knowledge. And then underneath it, you can have a little button that says, download now, where they could actually access the form, the video. Lead magnets take all sorts of forms. It could be a PDF, pictures, audio, video, anything digitally deliverable makes a great lead magnet. And lead magnets convert significantly higher than websites because there's only one way on and off this page. When somebody lands on your squeeze page, they have one choice. They can either get your information or give you the information and get your lead magnet, or they can not. And now that's a big deal because when you land on a normal website, you have all these other options like, hey, you put a Facebook ad up like new listings available. Click here to see now, and it brings them to your webpage. Now there's listings, and there's buying and selling and pictures and bios and all sorts of stuff they have to digest. And at the end of the day, there's no way to capture that traffic. You might have a little field that says like, hey, subscribe here. Those convert at such a low level just because nobody's going to enter their information for nothing. More or less, nobody wants to be sold. Nobody wants people sending random stuff. People go to squeeze pages because they want the value that you're offering. Now, once you have the information, now that is where true marketing blooms, right? You've entered the marketing world where you've successfully attracted somebody to a resource that will show them that you know what you're talking about. And then now you can foster that relationship where you can give them, call them. Well, you don't have their phone number yet. You can email them. You can retarget them. You can send them more value. Maybe have a home buyer seminar or a home seller seminar, or, you saw a video, or you're doing bombs or something like that, where you just want to send them more stuff to cultivate and understand what they're doing. And as that relationship grows, you have a higher conversion rate, and then they can also tell their friends. It gives a common place for people to gather knowledge, and it's super powerful, and I think it's awesome. Most people don't understand funnels or why you'd want one, but and here's some of those lead magnet ideas. Common stuff. When I was trying to buy a house back in 2010 in the Seattle area, I wish I would have bought a house. I mean, I knew the house I wanted to buy. It was well priced. I mean, today it's probably worth 4, 5, 6 times as much. But I didn't buy it, and the real estate agent's name was Brian. He tried. He was a new agent-ish. And like I said, he still sends me listings to this day. I don't even live in Washington State anymore. But if he would have given me value and helped me in my buying process of like, what don't I understand? What's my hesitations? I could have got myself into a buying situation instead of wasting rent for 5, 6 more years before I bought my first house. That's a regret I have. And, if I would have been properly marketed for buying a house, I would have bought a house. But that is kind of like the breakdown of what I think marketing is and marketing is not, and kind of how it applies to funnels and how you can leverage the power of a very simple. The funnels are dead simple, and that's the beauty of them, is that they convert. They have one purpose: get somebody to do one action, which will move them along in the process of understanding your value that you bring to them. And then once you can establish that value, you'll have a lifelong customer. And then from that point forward, if you need to reach out, you're looking for referrals, you can always send it to past clients. Like, hey, I still have this. I've just updated my buyer's checklist. If you know anybody's looking to buy a house, please send them to this URL. You could send them a link. You could send them a Bitly code or a QR code. I mean, the technology is rapidly evolving. There's just so much opportunity for this. And really at this time, it's not being heavily utilized. I was trying to find some examples of agents that were using funnels for their lead magnets, and I just couldn't find one. I know a lot of people online talking about agents should use funnels, but they don't. I haven't seen a great explanation of what marketing is and is not in relation to why funnels work and why funnels do not work. And but yeah, hey, I appreciate you tuning in tonight. Like and subscribe, and check the description. I'm going to be giving away. I have my own lead magnet. Check out that description, and look forward to seeing you next time.